Have you ever been on the edge of making a big decision, but something feels uneasy? You've planned, you've thought it through, you've gone through every scenario in your head, but there's always that little voice in your head that's telling you to wait. And unfortunately, most of us, we choose to ignore it. We convince ourselves that we need to take action as soon as we can. We rush into actions, we rush into decisions, and that leads us to the wrong path. But sometimes moving too soon is the worst thing that you can do. Even one of the prophets of Allah, Prophet Yunus, عليه السلام, felt the same restlessness. He tried for months, he tried for years, yet no one would want to follow his ways. And then one day, frustration got to him, and he ended up leaving the people behind without the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you know the story after that, what happens to him. That will lead his life to change forever. See, the thing is, the lesson isn't about what happened inside the whale. The lesson is everything that led to it. How Prophet Yunus alayhi salam became impatient and moved away from Allah's plan. And it's just like us. We always want to rush into things and we don't want to wait. We want. Sometimes we can be hasty with our decisions and we believe ourselves that we're making the right decision, but most of the time we're walking into a storm that we have no idea is coming. We always think we know better and we always think we know what's right for us. So how do you know what you're doing is right? Well, you no longer feel heaviness, you no longer feel like there's a knot in your heart, you don't feel like something's tying you down. Everything just becomes clearer and happens a lot easier. You're not forcing anything to happen, it just happens by itself. Everything falls into place as it should. And you sense a feel of calmness even if your end goal isn't achieved. The rush, the desperation, it's all gone. And that's when you know it's the right step to take. And that applies to many of us, whether it's with our job, with our relationships, with everything around us really. You have to have full faith in Allah, and everything that you do should be for the sake of Allah. The moment you start doing that, everything will work out for you, I promise.